welcome everybody, I'm DDF Racer, and this is something a little bit different. We're not going racing today. We're not doing any kind of competitive stuff on the stream today. In fact, this is very much a low-key stream. This is something completely different for me. I'm doing a practice session. Now, for those of you who are actually watching, because I've kind of just done this stream very impromptu, very unannounced, very kind of spur of the moment. It's not like me. I like to plan stuff. This is just, oh, the hell with it. I'll just throw a stream up. Why am I doing this? Well, because this weekend is the first round of my community championship that I'm hosting. The first DDF Racer Community Championship, the DDF Racer Bincar Championship. And, well, I was going to have a practice session anyway, because I need to work out my fuel numbers and my tyre numbers and get used to how all the cars are going to handle on track, because we've got Pragas, we've got Audis, we've got Mazdas, all racing at the same time. I thought, you know what? I'll just open it up to you guys as well. Why keep it all behind closed doors, you know? And those of you who are watching, it may encourage some of you to sign up as well, because there's still spots available this weekend. So I'm just going to log some laps. I'm going to hang out with, who we got? We got Ollie B, we've got Lockie, we've got Andy Denman, and my dad, currently on track at the moment. And we got Vushel in chat, we got Danny in chat, we got Olaf in chat, we've got Streamlabs in chat as well. So it's just, yeah, like Vushel says, just a chill and a bin stream. Just because, really. So let's pause that music and let's switch it over to RaceRoom mode, because we got, well, let's just get on with it. I said let's get on with it. Come on. There we go. So thank you everybody for coming along and tuning in. Great to see you wherever you are, whatever time it is. Really appreciate it. I'm not going to tell you to like the stream or say hi in chat or subscribe today, because like I said, it's just chill. It's just hanging out. It's just, we're just here to just log some laps. So it's probably not going to be the most entertaining viewing, but if you just want to ask me some questions in chat, I'll answer them as I go, and then I'll get the calculator out later in the stream. We've got 38 minutes left in the practice session, as you can see. Oh hey, De Groen, good to see you. Yeah, out of schedule stream. Yeah, just chilling, mate. I thought I was going to practice anyway, so I might as well throw it up on YouTube. Great to see you. Great to see you. So 37 minutes left in practice. This server, by the way, if you are at a loose end right now, there's no password on this. So just go into the RaceRoom lobby, search for DDF, and this is the practice server that we're on. So come and join us on track. We got 37.5 minutes, and then it'll actually have a fake race. I think it's a 5-minute qualifying session, and then a 5-minute race. Rolling start, so just to get used to it, you know. Let's see how we go. So Ollie, 103.9. I think Matt Webb has been the fastest guy so far on a 102.7 or 102.8 or something. Now obviously this is all fixed setup, so I'm going to go out with a full tank of fuel, and I do like the brake pressure, because I've done a few laps already, but not like a full race run. I don't think your boss would be happy if you go racing right now. Well, true, very true. I wouldn't want to get into that kind of trouble, mate, so don't listen to me. Don't pay any attention. It's only bad things are going to happen. So 50-50 brake bias, 92 litres of fuel, fresh tyres, and the rest of the setup is fixed. Can't change the gears, can't change anything else. You can change the steering lock and the angle and the force feedback, but that's fine for me. I don't need to play around with that. So, let's get out on track then, shall we? Well, actually, let's get the headset on first. And let's pause that music, and as you can see, sporting a fresh new haircut that is about 2 hours old. Thank you, Danny, at Chermside Barbershop. Great work, mate. Love your stuff. Oh, I should probably join the voice comms as well. Because who we got? We got Lockie and Ollie, the two class leaders in voice comms, so let's do that. Hey, Lockie. Hey, Ollie. How are you going?
Hello. Hey, Dan.
What's that? Ellie Pelletier. Wait, since when did RaceRoom go VR? RaceRoom's been VR for years. Let's switch over to RaceRoom mode, actually. There we go, we're in the car. Let's reset the center position, and let's go and do some laps. Let's do that. I need to reset my chat overlays as well, so I can actually read what you're saying while I'm driving. That's better. And you guys can see that on stream. Let me fix that. See, this is all good stuff for the weekend as well. I've got to get this ready. I don't want you guys seeing this when I actually go racing, you know? Yeah, it looks pretty good in VR, that's for sure. RaceRoom has been my go-to sim for years now, actually. So is that good? That's off stream. There we go, perfect. Right, let's go driving. So I'm in the Praga.
How was your day?
Yeah, good, mate. Just another day at work, really. Sorry, sorry, I'm a bit late. I just got distracted, you know. Just didn't realize what time it was, and I thought, oh yeah, I'm meant to be doing a practice session now. So just had to finish the TV show I was watching with the missus. You know, you can't leave an episode halfway through. That's just bad karma, that.
What's the show?
Well, it was actually the first episode. We're watching something called The Accident. It's like, yeah, it's set in Wales. Not New South Wales, Wales back in the UK. And it's actually a lot darker than we were expecting it to be. Because we just watched a show called Happy Valley, and the main actress out of that's Sarah Lancaster, or Lancashire, and she was actually, oh, we like her, what else is she in? And we watched this show and it's like, ooh, this is dark. It's maybe not what we had in mind. How about yourself? How you going, Lockie? Good day?
Yeah, just chilling at work.
Nice. I didn't think you'd be around. I thought you said you were like out on the town or getting drunk or something, you know?
I was having dinner, out having dinner, but finished earlier than I thought.
How big's this dinner?
Oh, we went out, so...
Oh, okay, right, I'm with you. I thought you just meant like dinner at home as like, oh...
Yeah, it was huge.
5 courses.
Yeah. Oh yeah, fucking every night, 5-course meal.
Growing lad, mate.
Yeah.
So this Praga is very tail happy. You've got to be so careful on the brakes going into the corners.
Probably consistent with wearing tyres, so that's good.
Yeah, Portimao was killer on the front left, eh?
Yeah, the tyres last so much longer here.
Yeah, you're pretty speedy as well, mate.
Good try.
So this is just my
A better time as well, mid-stint.
first lap out of the pits. I'm just getting the feel for it. First lap on full fuel. Let's ease into it gently, shall we? Let's go for a lap now. So that was a 106.1. We'll brake just after the green. Late downshifts, help with the engine braking. Patience, patience. First corner.
Oh, track limits are gonna kill me here, I swear.
Oh, that first corner's horrible, isn't it?
There's one line through this whole track in the MX-5. If you're off the line, you're screwed.
Patchy on the right.
On your left. Clear left.
Thanks, Lucky.
I had a Burns coming up behind me to turn 3. Oh, no, what
Brake temperatures look good.
No, it was to this corner. I was wide because that's how I have to take the corner. He just cuts in and I can't turn to the corner, so I understeer almost off the track. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, there's a lot of long sweeping corners here. Got to be conscious that you guys are obviously giving it full lock and can't really turn anymore. We'll just I'll just drive around the outside here.
Yeah. Yeah. One little thing offline
That puts you 2.5.
that you're showing to make the corner and stay on track. It's so bad.
The leader's just done it. 103.7.
Nice pace from Ollie up there. Wow.
Yeah, I was noticing that. Blitzing that. Is that... I can't really tell. Is it a 203? I mean 103?
I think Matt Webb did a 102.7, but that was on the leaderboard.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see what we do on race fuel.
I've seen him a few times, so I feel like he's going back into the pits and coming back out.
He's just playing with us.
Yeah. playing
go.
with his food.
Oh, exactly. So this is 1.4 seconds up, but it's not going to count because I ran
Right side tyres are cold.
wide at the old hairpin and disqualified the lap.
Running on pace. I don't like that.
So let's give this another crack then. We got some more traffic here. I'm not sure who this is. Is that my dad? Ooh! They got on the brakes on the exit there. I wasn't expecting that. Really wasn't expecting that. That caught me off guard. Saw brake lights come on. I was like, well, I can't really go anywhere. Yeah, you're going to get a lot of traffic around here, eh? It's, I thought I had a clear lap and there's like, oop, Mazda, oop, Mazda.
It's not... Look at the lap counter. I didn't think it'd be too bad. It's like 6
On your
laps
left.
difference
Clear to the left.
over the course of the race. But I guess you're seeing every Mazda 6 times, so...
If there's 10 Mazdas in the race, that's 60
Yeah.
cars you're going to lap.
Yeah,
Wow.
true.
And I'll be as nice as possible, mate, because I know that obviously you guys are all
3.6.
fighting for position as well, hey?
I'm just gonna hold where I am.
You know, if you played it strategically, you could all form a roadblock in the middle of the track and just stop us from all getting through.
Yeah, we'll go for overall win.
Finish on the lead lap. Imagine that.
Yeah, we'll go the overall win.
Alright, didn't cut the track that time, that's good. All about momentum in this thing.
Oh, I'm feeling the understeer now.
Obviously this isn't representative of fuel and tyres as well, because I haven't really been pushing that hard so far. Or putting in representative time, shall we say. Gonna float it through there. This is 1.3 seconds up. You can gain so much time in the final chicane if you get the line just right. You can cut quite a lot of the track.
Yeah, so I've got Bathurst 12 hour on Saturday, and then this Sunday morning.
Wow. You going out drinking Saturday night again?
Good lap.
I
What's your
will be
pace so far?
asleep
Lap
after the race
was
ends, 100%.
4.4.
So that's 2 tenths up on my time so far. That's a 1:04.4, that's not bad. I know there's plenty of time to be found yet.
That was cooked last time.
You did a pretty good job, all considered, though. I mean, apart from pressing the quit button.
What's the track limits?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, put it on pole by 1.5 seconds and then promptly, you know, leave the session, no questions asked.
It was intimidation tactics.
Just leave
It was
people
all part of the
guessing.
plan.
Well, that's it. You know, people are now terrified going into round one. It's like, oh, that's Lockie, he's quick. And like, you never actually had the chance to not be quick, you know?
They never saw me dropping off the track in the race, they just saw me do a 1 lap.
Okay, so that was probably about 6 tenths up overall without mistakes.
I was
Invalidated.
really hanging on that night. I don't know how I managed to drive.
You must have just, like, crashed big time in the day. Because you, like, pulled an all-nighter, right?
Oh no, legit! Like, 10 minutes after I was out. After I quit, I was like the adrenaline that kept me going for that race just died instantly.
So just for context, we had a pre-season test race 2 weeks ago. Lockie went out drinking the night before, came home, smashed a few coffees, smashed a few energy drinks. Ooh, I'm wide here.
Liking this car.
And then came straight into the race in the morning, like 6 in the morning his time. Put it on pole in the Mazda by 1.5 seconds, and then instead of pressing grid for the race, he accidentally pressed quit. Because obviously he was on autopilot, half asleep or whatever, and promptly wasn't able to take part in the race.
You're now 0.9 off the pace.
Just Lockie things, right? Oh, a bit of oversteering to turn 1 then. Oh, it's the Hun 99! Good to see you live.
can't remember how much fuel I need. I'm just gonna refuel 30.
Yeah, it's definitely a tank and something, but I'm not sure exactly what the something is yet. Whole point of this session, I guess. Let's get some fuel numbers.
Yeah, I think it was more... With the practice race I did...
Tyre temps are good.
I think it was like more fuel than quarter now. For some reason.
Oh, by the way, I was just telling the story in chat about how you put it on poll and then quit, just failed to elaborate, and someone in chat's been like, absolute legend, so cult status already, Lockie.
Start the memes early.
The guy behind has just done a 106.
Fails to elaborate.
In this session, you're currently 0.6 off the pace. White flag. That last lap was at 104.2.
Oh, we got a binner at turn 1, and I just pushed it wide as well.
Mind these track limits, please, Dan.
Yeah, these track limits are brutal, aren't they? The first corner and then the old hairpin. You think...
First corner and turn 4 are the worst. Yeah, at least the MX-5, because you got to carry the speed. If you carry too much speed, you just go wide.
Left side, clear left.
Oh, hello.
Hey, Lucky. Hey, John Miller. Oh, Bose Beaver. Absolutely fantastic combo, mate.
Oh,
First race.
It's hard to get right as well consistently.
First race this weekend, mate.
Jeez, you're gone.
Far left, clear left. White flag, mate.
Yeah, Prague is pretty quick, eh?
Yeah, a little bit.
Hello.
I don't know what my fuel usage per lap is, but I've got 4 litres left after pressing the line.
That's 3/10 down again, that's not great. Very inconsistent at the moment, and I'm about half a second off where I should be. Just need to focus.
Right sides are cold.
Get my head in the game and not cut the track like that.
Oh, I'm on for a PB on my in lap. God damn it.
Ah, it's wide again. Oh, it's in the grass as well. That's where my dad will be camping. Alright.
The left side tyres have to pick up.
I'm going to try and focus this time. No traffic, no distractions. Let's just actually get a proper lap on the board, shall we, Dan? Okay, here we go. I'm going for a quiet lap in a practice session. How does that work? Thank you, everybody who's watching, by the way. Great to have you here. Unprompted, unscheduled stream.
Yeah,
Yes.
wow. On the lap I was
Behind
using
has
kids,
just done a
I was
105.9.
purple second 1, second 2.
Good strat, Stephen Coe.
So that's where I'll be camping, is it, Dan?
Well, out in the gravel on was it, what's the corner again?
Redgate, first one.
I'll wave again on the way past.
I keep binning it on the final chicane.
The first bump on the chicane's rough, if you get it wrong.
And I realised that wasn't a quiet lap, so I'm going to try again. Let's try again. That's a quarter of a second up, though.
Quickest lap in this session. There's a white flag. Your last lap time was at 103.9.
Pit exit is going to be a nightmare as well.
Oh, yeah.
Behind has just done a 105.2.
Oh, Rangy, sorry to hear that, mate.
Still thinking of trying to use comms a bit for entries and exits to help everyone, or?
I reckon so, yeah. Probably best to shout out on comms if you're leaving pits.
Your tyre temperatures look good.
Pit exit would have right away, right? For that outside the track.
Oh, they've got no option, have they? So
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a case of if you're coming down the pits, you have a bit more visibility on the cars coming out of the pits. Whereas if you're the one coming out the pits, you've got to rely on the mirrors, and obviously,
Yeah.
like you said, there's nowhere you can go, really. You can't do anything about it, really. You've got to join the track. It's not a giveaway line, it's a merge.
Lap time was 104.1.
Yeah, merge
20 minutes
now.
remaining. You've got
It's
20
full
minutes
single
left.
lane. Oh man. What's the track limit warnings at?
On your
60. 60.
wheel lap.
As in 60 instant points, not 60 off tracks.
Yeah. I think that's manageable.
I got held up a bit on that lap, lost a bit of time. So that's just the way it's going to be. Especially when there's Audis and Pragas and everybody on the track at the same time. It's going to be so hard to get a clean lap in.
You've just done it.
Thankfully, qualifying is private, so you don't have to worry about that. Everyone gets the track to themselves, but then in the race, yeah, trying to find some space. It's a very short lap here. Although this is now 600ths up, so that's good. Hey George, good to see you. Don't run wide, there we go, that's a 10th and a half. Oh, round it goes.
Hello there.
Hello. It's not meant to face that way.
Whoa! Hello.
Sorry for the rejoin.
Right.
No, like, my car was really under so much load to get through that corner. I could not turn.
Hey Raphael!
One side. Wheel
Oh,
lap.
Yeah, sorry, I thought I had a clear track. I look back and then all of a sudden there's a Praga and a Mazda right next to me. Sorry guys. That would have definitely been a penalty if that was in the race.
Oh, he didn't hit it.
The guy behind has just done a 109.2.
Ah, that's why. It's a big understeer on the way out. We got Greg McKenzie in here now. Nice. We're still 3/10 off Ollie. But the fuel is coming down. And I'm still getting off track, so I need to really neaten up turn 1 and turn 4. They are the big ones. Two big skid marks on the track there. One from me, one from Lockie. Hey Sean, good to see you. Yeah, quite a turnout for this. It's literally just a practice session. Seriously, thank you. Everybody is here. Great to see you. Very unprompted today. Potato's here as well. Good to see you, Potato. Yeah, I'm just logging laps. This is practice. I just need to get some fuel and tyre numbers.
Puts you 0.6 off the leader's pace. That lap was at 104.2. Okay, Dan, you've got half your fuel left.
Slower car up ahead. And obviously, because we're running on a UK or a Netherlands server at the moment, as opposed to the American server, which you'll be using for the race, there are a few warping and ping issues right now. And this lap's going to be a write-off anyway, so that's fine.
Track limits, this lap will be deleted.
So that guy is probably Greg from Australia, because Australia to the UK, back to Australia is a bit of a ping.
Yes, nice one, mate.
Remix! Good to see you, thank you so much. Get in the bin, Remix. Thank you.
Big pace drop off the pit stop.
We've got a Mazda into the final chicane. We're both going to get past them. And this is also one of the reasons for the practice session, is to get used to the difference in car speeds. Oh, they're going wide.
You go down.
Cheers, thank you.
Clear left.
Trying to get my head around this car again.
Yeah, it's a bit different, isn't it? I find you got to be so easy on the brakes. Like you can't put too much into the brakes or the steering, otherwise the rear just snaps, eh?
15 minutes left.
Just came off a couple of Thursday AusNZ races in the Cross 9S thing.
Yes!
Very
Nice win,
different.
mate.
Oh, completely different, hey?
Got to work out aero again.
Oh, George, 23 months. Wow.
Does my mic work now?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can call Dan a loser for that rejoin.
Thank you, Yele. Good to see you as well.
Takes 1 to know 1, stuff like that.
Oh, I didn't want to say anything, but yeah. Just kept it in the track limits there. Lost a bit of time because I had to blend out the throttle though.
30 laps with the full tank. Tires were no problem. 50s in the end.
Yeah, tyres seem to be alright, eh?
Yeah. A bit cold on the right side, but degradation is absolutely no problem.
So definite no stop for tyres, but it's how much fuel you can get away with, eh?
Right tyres are cold.
There we go. Made up heaps of time through the final chicane there.
Fastest lap today.
That was a few tenths down, then a few tenths up.
That chicane
Guy
is
behind
so
has just done
important,
a
but it's so dangerous.
105.5.
If you get it just wrong, you kind of get spat over those yellow curbs. They're not really sausage curbs, but they're, I don't know what they are, but it just unsettles the car so much, eh?
Anti-cuts?
Yeah, anti-cuts, I guess so, yeah. Are you, joining us, by the way, for the race, Yele?
I might be tempted.
There's definitely a few spots free. It'd be good to have you if you're around. No pressure, of course. I know you got a lot to do for Daytona, prep-wise.
Yeah, the only issue was I wasn't supposed to be available in the morning on Saturday, but then something got cancelled, so now I am. So now I'm very tempted to join.
You're currently 1.2 seconds off the pace.
Patience, patience. There we go. For Cars and Tracks Remix, if you want to get hold of the Praga. See what I mean? You can use so much curbs, but if you run them wrong, pass you on the right, they just unsettle the car.
Left side, clear left.
The guy behind has just done a 104.9.
Too cautious on the apex there, but we made the speed up on the exit. Got 10 minutes left in the practice session, about 10 laps of fuel left, so that works out very well. I'm going to run this tank out as much as I can, just get some numbers on fuel and tyres. That's good. We got a Praga going slow up here. Thanks, mate. They let us through.
No problem.
Almost lost the rear, that's 2 tenths up.
Thank you.
Oh, I've lost it all through there though. Ran a bit wide.
Just mowing the lawn here.
Got to keep it looking good.
We've got a Mazda here. I'm not going to make much time on this lap. I'll get them after the chicane. We've got 2 Mazdas. Let's get them down the straight.
Car left, clear to the left.
Seeing minor wear on your left side tyre.
Oh, I love multi-class.
Right side, clear to the right.
That puts you 1.2 off the pace. That lap was a 104.
I don't love snappy rears though.
Okay, down.
Oh,
10 minutes
that's
to go. 10 minutes left. Track limits.
that's not going to count.
This lap.
Yeah, there's laps invalidated already. 10th and a half off Ollie. This hasn't been the most solid of stints, but then again, there's a lot of distractions going on. Normally when I do these practice sessions, I'm kind of... I'm more focused on the task at hand instead of chatting to you guys. But hey, you know, I thought I'd just stream a practice session for once. Sometimes I do an unlisted stream, post it on Discord for like a few people if they want to come and hang out. But yeah, it's great to have you here. This is the behind the scenes DDF stuff. This is the less serious. This is the more just kind of chill and work out some strats and stuff. But we do have a 5-minute race coming up just after this. Because you can't just... Hey Dad.
Got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
You can't just have a practice server that just rolls.
Pretty good.
Dan,
Yellow.
is there any chance you have a setup I can
Leader has
borrow?
just done a 103.
Setup?
It's fixed setup, mate.
Oh,
Green
nice.
setup.
Yellow's trolling.
Yeah, I've got a setup for you. It's called the join session button.
That might be. Like the moment I joined the server, I've done more practice than I did for Portimao, so...
Ah, good stuff, mate. Yeah, the car is what the car is, so if you can get used to it, then you're in the same boat as everybody else. I love George's comment in chat, by the way.
Sector 2 is 0.4 off the pace.
I can remember I've scored a goal once.
You're
Also,
currently
yeah, that
0.6
works out.
off the pace. Sector 1 time is good. Sector 2 is 0.4 off the pace. We're 10th off the pace in Sector 3. Your lap time was 104.0.
Ooh,
It's just
so much understeer.
103.3.
Hey, Lud Lima, good to see you.
Fun goalkeeper times, scoring 1 goal in my whole junior.
That's the thing, though. It's not about how many goals you score, it's about how many goals you save. So, you're valuable in other ways other than those stats, mate.
Very true.
On a side note, how many did you save?
I mean, that's probably uncountable. Like, I goalkeeped since, like, since I
Right
was
side, clear right.
like 10 or 11 or something, till I was 19. So, that's quite a few matches.
That puts you 0.4.
I was very close to my PB.
103.8.
Nice and gentle on the throttle. There we go, that's a 10th up. Fuel starts to come down now. Tyres aren't wearing out too badly. Rear left's looking a bit
Do
shaky.
you actually want to know what... I remember what day I scored my 1 goal on, for a very different reason than I think I should.
Go on.
It's the day where we did the VLMC race at Imola. You know, the one where you crashed into Lazarus.
Oh yeah.
I remember that because I did that whole race with concussion.
Wait, your goal was that good it gave you concussion?
No, I scored in the first half, and in the second half I headed a ball towards our striker because I was like a right winger, and my opponent decided that he also wanted to head the ball, but the ball was already gone, so he just headbutted me in the rear of my head.
Off the pace. That lap time was 103.6.
Off out.
Hey, 100 mile an hour
So, yeah,
pixels!
I did that Imola race with a massive headache, but I wanted the race.
That's
Yeah.
almost like me at Portimao.
Okay, Dan, we need to watch these tracks.
How did you go in that race, by the way? Yeah, like, I forgot what result you got.
I think it was actually alright. I can't remember. I mean, luckily you have videos and all that stuff. I think it might actually be easier to find it in my own video.
Yeah, same. I've got that on stream as well. That was, in my defense, I know that I did take out Laz in that race, but it was a screen freeze. I was not in control of the car at the time, so...
In Imola, I finished
Right side, Clear right.
Definitely, Olaf.
13.
Podcast would be great, actually. I'd love to do that with Yele. Can you imagine the amount of nonsense that would get spoken?
Something went wrong, I can't remember anyway.
Oh, wide at that corner as well. Couple of tenths down.
Yes.
You got to be so precise in this Praga.
Actually, Olaf did mention a very good point there. I remember, I wanted to message you about that we need to remember that. But I
Oh,
forgot.
the podcast, yeah.
Right side tyres are cold.
Yeah, the year's just kind of getting away from us already, isn't it? It's crazy.
Alright, Dan. 5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes.
Gonna get some traffic, but we'll pass them before the chicane. That's great.
Left side.
Here on the left. There we go. Oh, I broke myself into the final chicane though. Lost a lot of time. Right, let's have another good lap, shall we? Fuel is really coming down now. Let's see if we can beat Ollie. 103.3. Not with a first corner like that, we won't. Jeez. There's another 10th gone. Yeah, maybe the tyres aren't really at their best anymore. Who'd have thought it? Kind of matched it through there.
I think I've gone over the race distance.
Yeah, how long was the session when it started? Was it an hour?
I got it when it was just over an hour. I started doing a race in around 49 minutes.
There's a white flag.
Oh, gained a bit of time there. So there's definitely time in it.
That was
The practice finish,
103.7.
sorry, the practice finish is 2:34. Are we doing a 5 race?
Yes. There's no way to have a rolling practice session in RaceRoom like you can in Assetto Corsa. So just for fun, we stuck a 5-minute race on the end of it.
Oh, that's great. I'll be like 10 times then.
Track limits. This lap will be deleted.
Hey, cool thirds.
Very close to Lee, which is good.
Yeah, those master times are very close actually.
2 minutes to go.
What I've noticed, the car starts to rev a lot more when your tyres are worn down. Like I'm always hitting the rev limiter in 6th gear before the chicane now.
It might be the fuel that's burning off, making it go faster on the straights.
Fuel, yeah, actually I guess leaderboard with like half tank as well, whatever that's right. I don't know.
That's good to know though.
I'll try a low run on fresh tyres and see if it's the same, but I feel like it's the tyres playing up.
At least you don't get to the end of the rev limiter like at Portimao.
It's just putting me off because now I have to shift to different gears I don't want to be before a corner.
Portimao.
That's the one.
Fuel remaining.
Yeah, I'm like just on the rev limiter as if in my braking zone for the chicane.
Oh, they got out of the way for us. Thank you.
Oh, I've done 50 laps.
Blend it out. That's half a tenth up.
Start always be rolling.
Sorry, what was that? I missed that.
Oh, new training.
Let's jump back to 129 practice.
More
Hey,
race.
hey. Oh, I thought that was going to go into the race then. Maybe it will. I'm not sure actually. That's odd.
Oh, there is no race. You can't force skip it, can you? Wait, our times are still there.
Yeah, that's... I think maybe it's waiting for the session to catch up with itself. Like if you click drive...
Yeah, I'd give it another 30 seconds, see what happens.
Oh, there we go. There we go. It's ticked over now. I think. I'm not sure what it's doing actually.
No. Still got 129.50 on my countdown.
Why can't I move RaceRoom? It's on the wrong screen.
Hey, Rob Mitchell, good to see you. That is an important question, Olaf, the one that everybody should be asking. Yeah.
Is it because there's no quality session?
It ran over the race in Portimao.
Yeah, when we did test sessions at Portimao, it went from practice straight into a race.
Okay.
Not too sure. I'll just check on Just Race, actually. I'll see if I can get into the admin side and see what's going on there, but that's very odd. I was on a good lap then as well. I completely lost track of how much time was left in the session. Nice lap though, Ollie.
Yeah, thanks.
Almost had you.
It'll be tight.
Yeah, I mean, with it being such a short lap as well, there's not going to be much in it.
Yeah, I was just asking if the starts are always rolling, because last time I prepared for standing start and then messed it up because it was rolling.
No, it's it's rolling starts, definitely rolling starts. And I went through all the sessions and made sure that qualifying was private. I made sure of that. I fixed that.
Okay.
So in the test race, obviously we had non-private qualifying, so all the cars are out on track at the same time, and it was a bit busy, should we say?
So you found the setting that was wrong?
Yes, yeah, we just forgot to switch it over. That's all.
I mean, open quali is fine too, but then maybe you need more time. I think it was a bit short for an open quali.
Oh yeah,
last time.
yeah. It was meant to be closed quali, private quali. So yeah, just I think it was one setting that wasn't changed. So yeah, all good.
But yeah, start first time rolling, and it was in second, and I thought, no, let's go back to first, and that was not the decision. So you were all gone, and then I messed it up already in the first corner.
Ah, well, it's why we go practicing. It's a test race. As long as we don't do it in the real one, that's all right, hey?
Yeah, we'll see.
I've had my graphics card crash twice in the 1 hour session, so hopefully I can get it fixed by the weekend.
Oh, I think George Senior had that problem as well. He was having screen freezes in the test race as well. Might have to ask him what equipment he's running and see if you've got anything in common there.
Yeah, I know what the problem is. It's Windows thinking that it knows better than the AMD software, so it overwrites the driver and just stops it mid-race.
Ah.
And I can't turn automatic updates off. No matter how hard
That's
I
a new
try.
fastest lap
Putting
for
them back on.
Mackenzie, 105.4.
Yeah, it looks like this session has actually restarted, by the way, but it's kept the times on the board. I'm not too sure.
New feature.
I don't know if someone's manually restarted it on the admin side, but then it would have reset the times as well, so I'm...
New feature.
This is... Yeah, even for RaceRoom, this is unusual. To answer your question, Derek, how does the Praga feel to drive?
There was a lot more throttle understeer than I was expecting from last time.
It's very snappy on the rear, because it's got
Sounds like the Ryanair from Milan's just landed.
Oh, over the top of Donington.
Yeah, I was chasing a shadow before. It's brilliant.
The plane going over the top. It's very snappy on the rear, Derek, so it's you got to be so careful on the corner entry in terms of like the open diff. You can't put
Car
too
does seem to feel a lot better here than it did at Portimao.
I think it's the elevation change as well, because like I was just explaining to someone in chat that the car is quite tricky to drive in terms of corner entry, and it's quite prone to going light over crests, but you don't really get that here.
Yeah.
We don't need to use first gear. There's no real slow corners either, so we can avoid that whole, you know, hairpin clutch bogging down thing as well. Oh, it's a really nice car though. You can put so much...
Great lap from Ashley.
You can put so much more through the car, so much more through the corners than you ever expect, just because the aero. Alright, let's give it a go then. Let's get out on track. Looks like the session's reset itself, so let's just
Your exit's clear. Don't cross the
go
white
and do
line.
some more practice laps, shall we?
Need to get some heat into these brakes. Your tyres are cold. Watch out.
Cold tyres, cold brakes. So this is going to be more of a run for fuel and tyres now.
Fastest lap for Mackenzie, 104.6.
This is all going to be about consistency, this. And obviously the tyres are cold coming out the pits as well. Need to keep an eye on that. Definitely not going to need a tyre change in the race. The race is only 45 minutes long. Yeah, it's a very throttle sensitive car, Derek. It's definitely a unique style. It's not like a Formula 3 or a, you know, like a DTM.
Lucky in the 16s, wow.
DTM car that you can just throw in. It's got aero, but it is still very loose in a weird kind of loose way. Like, it's going to be so progressive. It really does force you to think about your inputs and just be super smooth. And they're the best kind of cars.
Mackenzie, 104.3.
Cars like the Praga, cars like the Mazda, they just force you to take a step back and just analyze what you do. And then you can get so much more pace out of it. Just patience, patience, patience. Because if you get on the throttle too early, it does understeer quite heavily. If you get on the brakes too heavy, it does unsettle the rear quite a lot. So it's just all about being smooth. I get why they called it the driver's pack now when they released all these new cars, because it really makes you think about your driving. Let's cut the chicane as much as we can without getting a cut track. So you lost a bit of time skipping over the yellow curves there.
Just done it, 106.7. You're now 0.7 off the leader's pace. Your brake temperatures are looking good.
First lap out of the box, 104.9.
104.2.
Yeah, I think the revving thing is a tyre thing, because I'm just going on low fuel, fresh tyres, and it's not revving nearly as much.
Is it this left TC?
No.
On your left, clear to the left. Car left, clear on the
I
left.
reckon it's modelling the tyre wear to make the radius smaller.
Yeah, well, yeah, because on the straights, I was pretty much on the limiter into the chicane.
No worries, Derek.
Yeah,
Thanks
but
for hanging
now
out.
It's back to normal with fresh tyres.
Yeah, tyre wear and diameter of the tyre is definitely modelled, because I remember when I did that FRX 17 race at Spa last year or the year before, I had a setup on it that was quite low to the ground, and if I kept a set of tyres on and came back out of the pits on the same set of tyres, the car would actually porpoise. I'd set the car up that low, it'd start bouncing along the ground because it was, yeah, the tyres were lower to the ground. It actually modelled the wear of the tyre, taking the tread off and the car running lower. It's pretty amazing, actually.
Which sucks, because
as pressure builds up, it'll balloon the tyre and give less rolling resistance.
True.
that all sucks, because now on really bad tyres, the car wants to go into gears you don't want to be in for the next corner.
Yeah, and that's the thing with fixed setup as well. Obviously, you can't change the gears, and if you have a corner that's kind of in between, it's just awkward, you know?
Golf hairpin.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Or it's just also the fact that it's the entry, it's not the corner itself, it's the entry. I have to shift an extra gear down from normal once it gets that bad. And that's more time wasted, obviously.
And it breaks your brain.
Well, yeah, that was putting me off.
Nice and smooth, 4/10 up.
But I guess that would happen in real life.
Right tyres are cold.
To an extent.
There's 6/10. Nice and smooth. There's 8 tenths. Let's nail this final chicane. This could be a second up. Oh, a bit wide on exit. Still gaining time though. What's this going to be? 104 flat.
You're now 0.6 off the leader's pace. Your lap time was at 104.0.
On your left, clear to the left.
Sorry, Lockie, I didn't make that easy for you, mate.
Nah, it was at just the right time where I'm opening up that next corner.
Still some time to be gained in the final chicane. 2 tenths up on this one. This might be a 103.7 maybe?
The guy behind has just done a 104.2.
There we go, run it out nice and wide. Bit of sliding on the way out. Hey Nishanth, good to see you.
Session. You're currently 0.3 off the pace. That lap was at 103.7.
Oh, playing with track limits there. 300s up. See, this is good. These are consistent laps now. This is good for the fuel numbers. I'm using about 2.9 on average a lap. So this is representative of the race, I suppose. Oh, that's wide though. Ah, bugger. That was 2 tenths up. That would have been good. Don't forget, this is on full fuel as well. So the pace is going to come down throughout the course of the stint.
The car's rotating worse on new tyres though, it's not as slippery anymore.
Yeah, it's amazing how dynamic it is over the course of the race. Like, so many different factors to take into account, even when it's a fixed setup, you know. Alright, let's try and not invalidate this lap now, see if we can get below 103.6.
Unfortunately, I have to work now.
Yeah, don't let me get you in trouble. Thanks for joining us though, mate. Great to have you. And if I don't see you before, then I'll catch you at the weekend.
Hey, yeah. Hopefully not.
oh, smack talk. I like it.
Oh, buddy.
Okay, now we need to watch.
All right, Ollie, it's on, mate. It's on.
Matt's still there.
Yeah, Matt's still here. It's let's fight for second. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds good. Third is fine also.
Yeah, Brody's here too. Let's not forget.
Well,
Right
see you the
side.
next Saturday, guys.
Clear right.
Cheers. Thanks, mate.
See ya. Bye bye.
Oh, keeping very well, Nishanth.
Your quickest overall.
Life is good, mate. Life is very good. Do you know what? After I finish this stint, I might grab a beer. How does that sound?
I don't know how they get more car, more turn in, more rearward brake bias.
All right. Clear right.
Whenever I think of rear brake bias now, all I can think of is Shane in the Audi last week. Actually, there's no Audis in here, are there?
I think I saw one pop inch before.
All right. Clear right.
That last lap.
Alright, let's try again.
0.9.
I feel good. Good exit, but it's kind of neck and neck on the Delta so far. Not really gaining too much. Keep it over to the left here, brake just at the sign, At 40, slide the rear in. Patience, don't run it too wide and get the power out. There we go, that's a 10.5. Keep it in 5th, don't shift up to 60. Brake at the end of the curb down to 3rd. Nice gentle turn in. Blend the throttle back in again. Don't run too wide, there's 2/10 up. Brake, right about there. Well, now be a bit earlier than that. That's going to be wide though. Losing time, lost 2/10 around there. That wasn't good. You really want to get the car on the inside curb because that helps to rotate it big time. Brake just after the sign on the right. Late downshifts into 3rd. Cut the first part of the chicane. The more you can cut on the first part, the better it helps you out for the second part because you can straight line it more. That's a 6.69.
Thank you.
Late downshift again. Easy to get a cut track on the outside of turn 1 there. This is actually a little bit up, so this is good. This is consistent. Into 6, keep it left. Smooth. Patience, patience, patience. Don't run it wide. Just got away with it, but I had to dip out of the throttle very temporarily, which has now costing me speed all the way down to this corner. Big wiggle on the rear. Still matching my time. Let's brake a bit earlier and get it tucked into the corner. See how the curb just helps rotate it. That was again too early.
Session, chaps. I have to get off now. And see you on Saturday morning.
No worries, Dad. Thanks for setting some laps, and I didn't see you in the gravel once, so I don't know what you're on about before.
It's before you joined.
Your tyre temperatures look good.
Oh, well, have a good day. Enjoy it.
Yeah, you too, mate. Have a good night.
That was
Catch you soon.
0.7.
That was a bit sideways out of turn 1 there. Still half a 10th up, somehow. Sideways might be faster.
This low fuel sucks.
What time is it in the UK?
10 hours behind, so that'll be
2 p.m.
Earlier.
No, sorry.
around about midday, half past noon, I think. All right, Sean, look after yourself. Let's have a Skype soon. How's that sound?
Your quickest overall.
Woo! Big wiggle there. Lost a stack of time.
That was at 104.2. White flag, mate.
I do like the track day feel to this session.
Yeah, just hop on, hop off whenever you like.
Different cars at the same time.
Now, if it was proper bin car, we'd have GT3s and GT4s and Porsche Cups and all that on the track as well. And I thought about doing that as well, but then it was like, the more classes we've got, the more split up the results get, and like, you actually want to have a championship fight with someone, you know? You don't want to have
no
like...
one's really racing anyone.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can do overall standings, but it's like, you still want to have a decent fight, so I think 3 lots of 10 was probably the best way to split it.
You can obviously change, if you do it again, change the 2 cars for the next time, but keep the Praga.
Yeah, true.
That time was 103.7.
Because I was like, originally going to go for the BMW 235i, but that's kind of been done to death a bit. So I thought, we'll do something different.
Just done at 103.
And I want a front wheel drive, and I want a rear wheel drive as well. And the TCR cars, they're good for front wheel drive, but not good for longer races, especially in terms of tyres. Like the Audi's much better in terms of tyre wear, you know?
Yeah.
It's because it's more of like, well, it's designed for the Nordschleife for an endurance race, and so it's kind of better over longer distances. Whereas the Mazda's just fun, you know?
Yeah, it is.
Well, it's a good mix of cars. It's just going to be hectic around here.
That's right. I think this is actually the shortest track of the season.
Oh no.
Actually, Gelleressen's pretty short, but that's much tighter,
What
so...
is that? I've probably driven that track
The
a
leader's
lot.
just
I don't know.
line 3.5.
I did a video on the Volvo 240 there many years ago.
Delete this
It's a
lap.
great little
Cut the
Swedish track, but it's just hairpin after hairpin after hairpin. So the Praga really hates it in second gear, but the Mazdas and the Audis really
Side.
kind of, you know, bunch up a bit. You know, it's great actually in terms of multi-class and fuel as well. It's really easy on the fuel tank, so you might be able to no stop it if you're careful.
Zolder just feels smaller. This feels a lot bigger because it's so open.
Yeah, and the chicanes as well at Zolder, they're not really, you can't go side by side, it feels quite narrow.
Yeah, that's why I always think Zolder's smaller than it actually is.
Yeah. Shoulder's very tight.
Bathurst and Sonoma will be good in these cars though.
Well,
I dislike Sonoma.
I did not track the calendar. What are we going to do?
We got round 1 at Donington, and then we go to Zolder after this. And then round 3 is Gelleressen, the small, tight and twisty Swedish one. Round 4 is Chang, which is nice and open. That'll be great for multi-class with the long straights. Round 5 is Bathurst. Round 6 is Sonoma. And then round 7 is Silverstone GP.
You'll only be lapping like twice.
Oh,
Twice
it's
at most.
fine. I can't do buffers anyway.
Watch the
Yeah.
track limits, please, Dan.
Yeah, I can't remember which, but I have one Le Mans at that point.
Oh, true.
You'll only be lapping the MX-5 like twice at Bathurst, I think.
That's half fuel. You've used half your
God,
fuel.
I can't wait for June. It's gonna be fucking hectic. Because
Yeah.
there's both me and Nick are doing 4 Le Mans in 3 Le Mans in 4 or 5 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace.
I wonder what the record for that kind of thing is, you know, because you see people doing 7 marathons in 7 days. How many, like, 24-hour races in a month or something, you know?
Probably Nick has. That guy is crazy. I remember last year, I think it was, he did 4 Le Mans and he won all 4.
Oh, that was way late on the brakes. I just missed my point completely. I wasn't concentrating, no.
Validated.
I
Watch the
mean,
track
he was
limits.
carried 2
All your
wins
tyres
and
are
all
dirty.
Currently 10:37 here in Brisbane. Pinky?
Go back to my anime. I can't get any quicker.
Wait, what are you watching?
Initial D right now.
George, I have actually messaged Jimmy
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna do
details directly on Discord. I didn't get a response though, so whether he makes it or not for this weekend, I'll message him the server details and all the registration and stuff each month, just as a little reminder.
Feels so bad at quality fuel.
Let's see how he goes.
True.
Would be awesome for him to turn up though. I mean, he's popped into my chat more than once to say he's interested. He's commented on my video to say he's interested. So I think he's definitely interested. It just depends on his schedule, really.
You guys got me fighting in this back.
Your left rear has
Between the
minor wear.
MX-5.
All right, let's do a lap here.
I think traffic's going to be everything.
It always is.
Brody's not far behind me now.
And cut tracks are going to be an issue here.
Cut tracks and traffic, eh?
Not dying in the final street.
Sector 1.
7 of each. In one of the races, that's 21 cars scattered over that little track. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, some good numbers, and there's Obviously, still a few days left for people to sign up, so I'm just happy it's kind of an even split, you know? Like, it's not like a massive massive Pragas and Mazdas and like 5 Audis. There's a lot of Audis as well, which is nice to see. I mean, not at the moment, obviously, but in the race.
The Audis are too good in practice.
That puts you 0.8 off the pace. You're a tenth off in Sector 1. Sector 2 is 0.3 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.3 off the pace. You've just done a 104.2.
Bit of a drift there. Really close to Greg's time. There's only like a 10th in it. Oh, lost all my advantage there. Went in too sharp.
Where do the Audis sit lap time wise?
I think they're only about 3 seconds behind the Pragas, to be honest. They're not far.
Yeah, 108. Yeah, it's.
No, that's a Prada, Pinky.
They'll only get lapped probably once, maybe twice. So Pragas.
Brody's just gone to the top of the boards.
That's your fastest lap. You're now 0.1 off the pace. Sector 3 times okay.
That is typical Brody, that is. I was just on for a purple lap then, PB. Thought, right, I'm finally going to knock Greg off the top. Brody gets in by 800th of a second, like 10 seconds earlier.
You got Greg by 3,000.
That's just so Brody.
To watch the track limits.
Just when you think you have it, he shatters your dreams.
Nah, it's just the second sector. That's all. Get a 10th in second sector to go to the back.
Holy shit, it's terrifying when that plane goes overhead. You just hear it coming from the side.
Oh, the plane puts you off, hey.
I haven't actually experienced it yet. I had it in the replay file for a screenshot, but I haven't had it drive over me yet.
It's actually so loud. You can hear it. I don't know about the Praga, but in Mazda you can hear it just.
It sounded like someone was gonna T-bone you. You just hear something coming, and you're like, huh?
I know, I was practicing on my own, I was like, well, there's another car here. And I look up, like, oh, it's a plane. It was an interactive circuit ever.
It's very fun practicing at Daytona and RF2 because there's constantly planes taking off and landing.
Sector 1 times okay.
Oh, really?
It's the same at Cleveland at AMS2 as well, only I think, because obviously we know AMS2 is a bit buggy, I think the volume on the planes isn't quite right. It's so loud there, way louder than it should be. Alright, this is a 10th up, here we go, this could be the time to get Brody.
Holy shit, Brody.
Oh, it's close!
There's a bit of wear on your left side tyres.
Yes, there we go.
Sector 3 time is fast.
There you go, you found the 1/10 from sector 2.
Dan, I think Brody made some new footage for
On your right, clear to the right.
What happened? I missed that.
I just saw him rolling on the main straight.
Oh, I don't think the replay file is saved from these practice sessions, unfortunately. Oh, big wiggle! Lost a few tenths, so we're 18 thousandths ahead of Brody on race fuel here.
Alright, Dan, you've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining. Sector 2's 2/10 off the pace.
Let's see what my race strat's at. Okay, so fuel only. Okay, I'm going to do a practice pit stop when the fuel runs out.
Sector 3 time is quick.
I'm going to try what it's like on kind of medium fuel and old tyres, because that's what we're going to be like at the end of the race. So it's just a case of running that number down, running the fuel down. It's not exactly the most entertaining viewing, but it's stuff that
Yeah.
Stuff that I need to know. And thank you for hanging out, guys. I really do appreciate that. Right, it's literally just me logging laps in a practice session. Thanks for hanging out, Lockie. You look after yourself, mate.
You too.
Are you coming off a big night out again?
No, I'll be bed nice and early Saturday.
Well rested from Bathurst, hopefully.
Hopefully I'm not crying.
Sector 2 time is quick.
Oh, that's better. That's a better lap. Look at that.
That puts you 0.2 ahead of P2. Sector 3 time's okay.
Oh, wow. I lost all of my aero grip in the corner then. As soon as I got in behind that car, the rear just went, nope, see ya. That's something good to know for the race as well. Just lost all the grip. As soon as I got close to him, it was like, I just don't want to live anymore. That's the Praga saying that, not me. By the way, just to clarify. Praga is a very sensitive beast. Was that yeah, I was behind then yellow in turn 1?
Did you die? Then yes.
Yeah, yes, that was me.
Sorry.
No, it's good. It's good that happened. Because it was like, as soon as I got near to you, I just lost all my aero and the rear just went out from under me. So that's good to know that. Because last time out of Portimao, it was more of a case of the understeer and the long corners, but there in the mid corner, it was just the rear just went. That's useful info. And Brody has now left the session as well. So we got them, people dropping in, dropping out. Like I said, this is an open track day. There's no password on this server, by the way, guys. So if you want to come and join in, this is an open server, no password required. If you've got the content, come and say hi. Come and log a few laps. Even if you're not taking part in Bincar, just come and hang out. If you're free, of course. Obviously, don't let me distract you if you're working from home or if you're having a nice relaxing evening with the missus on the couch. I don't know. I wouldn't want to get in the way of that.
Car right, clear to the right.
Sector 2 is 0.3 off the pace.
I also need to practice my pit entry as well. I haven't done that one.
Sector 3 time is quick.
Oh, definitely, George. Following anywhere is going to be tricky. There's not really many super heavy braking points to make a move. I think it's mostly going to be a case of waiting for the other guy to run wide, and then you just have to slide into that Carp's DMs, you know what I'm saying? Just Carpe Diem? No, never mind. About a tenth and a half down here. Okay, so mid 103s.
Your quickest overall
is what I can consistently knock off at the moment. So I'm consistently knocking out 103.4s, 103.5s, 103.6s. That was a 103.3 actually.
Time is fast.
Can I borrow a bigger engine somewhere?
Only if you can get me one as well. Oh, missed that turning point.
Shit.
That was a bit clumsy. And that's invalidated as well.
Track limits.
Very, very
You've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
strict track limits here. 5 minutes of fuel, so maybe 4 laps left in the tank, 4.5 laps. So then pit stop preset is ready. That's an add 30. We'll do a practice pit stop. Let's see where we're at. Like Pinky says, it's all a learning curve this. It's all a case of getting used to the car, figuring out the fuel. figuring out the tyres, figuring out everything that you could possibly need in the race, and just being as prepared as possible. Because you don't want anything to catch you out. You want to be ready. You don't want anything to surprise you. If something surprises you in the race, you just don't have a chance to react to it, you don't. That's a 1/10.5 down. Still a 1/10.5 down. 10th down, so I gained a bit there. I think I'm going to catch this Mazda before the final chicane. I'll pull out to the right and make my intentions known. This is not an overtaking spot. I'll let them take it. Yeah.
Sector 2 is 0.3 off the pace.
This wouldn't have had an overlap. I'll get them after the corner. I'll try again. But it's definitely. Alright, see you, Lee. Thanks for practicing, mate.
Off the pace.
All the best with your
Flag, mate.
PC. I hope you get everything sorted, mate. Hope you get your issues fixed with the graphics card. Best of luck, sir. But yeah, traffic is going to be a massive factor here. Depending on where you catch it and how you navigate it, that could be make or break, like George says. You've got 2.6 laps of fuel remaining.
Sector 1 is 0.4 off the pace.
It's weird. I feel like a lot of my
Tyre
time
temperatures are good.
is left in the mid corner, but I have no idea where. Like.
Oh, that's kind of the feeling of this car. It's like you got to float it through the corner, and it's like the less brakes and less accelerator you stamp on, the faster it seems to go. It's you have to be so smooth, you know. But it does, yeah, like you say, leave you feeling that there's heaps of time left. It's like I know I can go faster, but the moment you try it, you lose control.
Yeah, it's also very weird that I still don't feel like I know where the limit of grip is.
Oh, I'm still trying to find it as well, mate.
But that might just be me not being used to RaceRoom though.
2 minutes of fuel remaining.
Who's in the grass?
White flag. Mind these track limits. Please, Dan. We're running on fumes, mate. Hit this lap. In this lap.
Alright, so box.
Okay, pit stop requested.
Practice pit stop time. So this would be good for tyres. Exactly, George. Practice pit stop time. Request him a pit stop. No tyre change, just fuel. I haven't actually done a pit entry before, so
Very little fuel left.
keep it tight here.
The end of this lap. Box this lap.
Okay, so I've got to brake a little bit earlier than that.
Box in 5.
I'll turn the engine off for fuel as well.
3, 2.
Oh, pit lane's bumpy. Just a heads up, by the way, the pit lane is very bumpy on the concrete.
How did you know?
Oh, I'm just doing a practice stop here, and it's like
Box now.
it's obviously downhill on the main straight, but each pit box is flat. So after each pit box, there's a drop off. So it's like da-dunk, da-dunk, da-dunk down the pit lane.
Yeah, there's like speed bumps in each pit box, right?
That's what it feels like. So you got to go in really careful, because I just overshot by a mile then, because it just obviously locked up the brakes over the bump. So definitely practice your pit stops, eh?
Yeah, it's a very short run in. You've got to be off speed very early.
There's a white flag.
I think a few people might get caught out by that, eh? So now we're back out again on 30 litres of fuel and the same tyres. Gonna make my intentions
Is there an
known.
actual cut track at the final corner? Because I've not found it yet.
Left side, clear left.
Sorry,
Left side.
whoever that was in the
Clear left.
Mazda. Not sure if they're on voice comms there.
Tyres.
I think I have had a cut at that chicane, but it's so far in you've already smashed into
This lap won't count. You've cut the
speed
track.
bumps and, everything anyway, so it's sort of irrelevant. You don't go that far in.
Also, Dan, you know, Olaf mentioned the podcast.
Car left.
Oh yeah.
Clear to the left.
Yeah, I've been thinking the last few days on, like, you know, pun names, because that's what you need for a podcast, right? And the only one that I could think of that was somewhat suitable was Talking Bins, because it's a play on, like, you winning it and my name.
I do like that a lot, actually. Talking bins. Yeah, I think we definitely need to get that idea into action soon. That's so much potential. Alright, old tyres! Some more fuel on the board. Let's see how it goes. Sorry, Vushel. I thought I had
I'm kinda concerned that I'm not improving my time.
I thought I had the overlap then. The understeer does kick in throughout the stint, but then when you get to the end of the tank, the fuel burn kind of offsets it, so there's an awkward phase in the middle of the stint where you just got to accept that you're just going to be a bit slower. It'll come back to you, mate, don't worry.
Oh, don't worry, I've restarted my stint enough times already. I've spun enough.
Just wait until you get old tyres and you come in for fuel. That's that doesn't feel too good.
Sector 3 time is fast.
Alright, that wasn't a bad first corner.
You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Pace seems okay so far here. Need to stop putting it into 6th gear for that corner. Just rev it out in 5th because there's too many downshift, it's unsettling the rear. And that was too tight at the apex, which pushes me wide on the exit.
Holy shit. I'm right under a shadow of a jumbo jet or whatever it is, and it stayed with me for about 10 seconds.
Nice.
Sector 3 time's okay.
Yeah, I've yet to experience that, but it does sound pretty cool. A few people have mentioned it.
It sort of tracks your pace through turn 2, 3 somewhere.
Mind these track limits, please, Dan.
Yeah, I did the top of the hill come like sideways into me.
Oh, just about saved it then. That was a sketchy one. And again, bleeding time all the way down this straight. But not that it matters anyway, because this lap ain't going to count, so... Right, let's try properly now. Let's see if we can get anywhere near our old pace. Dip out of the throttle again there. 300's down.
Okay.
Keep it in 5th, only a 10th down. Don't brake too late. Nice. But not as nice as my previous best, but that's because I'm on 57% tyre in the front left and 47 on the rear left.
Sector 2 is 2/10 off the pace.
Oh, I've clipped those yellow curbs on the inside. That just unsettles the car. That's 4/10 down. That's going to be a 1:03.6.
Sector 3 time is quick.
Ooh, snap on the rear. Kinda got away with it. So I'd say we're consistently averaging around about 2.85, 2.9 litres a lap here. So I'm going to use those numbers for the race and see if I can eke out a bit more somewhere maybe. See how much I need to put in at the stop, because that 30 litres was just my preset from Portimao.
Oh, I didn't realize you were there until I like pointed towards you.
I had a good view of that.
Oh, that's amazing. I was like, oh no, he's there.
There's a white flag.
I very much hope that it wasn't going to slide into you.
Got someone on the exit of the pits there. Let's try again. That was a 1:03.9.
Sector 3 time is
I
quick.
don't know, car just went.
Good exit there. Greg's.
Alright, Dan, we estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
Also not driving anymore, I'm not improving.
Ah, good stuff, Greg. Some awesome pace in it, mate.
On your left. Your left.
Sector 1 is quick.
Hopefully I'll just be solid mid-pace, won't be up the front anywhere.
Oh, I mean, in that case, I'll be solid back pace.
I think it's really going to get mixed up in the race though, because even with what we've got at the moment, there's only a few tenths in it, and if you get held up in traffic, if you run wide somewhere, that's half a second. So there's all the advantage, you know.
It does take about 6-7 laps before you run
That lap was at 104.1.
So if you like put out 6 seconds, that's for how long the race is. That's generally a big enough gap if you don't get absolutely demolished.
But then you're the first to hit traffic.
It's true. But I mean, like the issue with you're the first to hit traffic, that works if you're like, if someone's 2 seconds behind you, but if the gap's big enough that you're already past the car the moment the others catch up, then they just get the same traffic essentially.
Right, yeah.
And then the only other thing would be is that if you have someone with a lot of experience in traffic, they actually want to be closer because they can put the traffic in a way that you can't get past. Which I've had happen before. It's very, very annoying.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Oh,
What makes this really cool, I think.
oh, I can't wait. It's going to be awesome.
You need to find a 10th in
I
sector 3.
assume you chose the shorter version of Donington just to make it busy.
Well, it was kind of to make it busy, but also to avoid that hairpin in the Praga.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Genuinely, that's one part of Donington I don't like. Oh, I now remember why I raced Donington. I was trying to think of the whole session. What the last time I raced Donington was Formula Challenge.
Yeah.
It was very fun in that car because I think, if I remember correctly, for qualifying, the fastest way to do that was to like spin the rears up a little bit.
Track limits, keep it within the lines.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember.
We're running on fumes, mate.
I just never agreed with that layout, really. It's just never seemed to get on with the Grand Prix layout. It's the national one's what Donington's all about, really.
Yeah, it's a much
Very little fuel left in this lap. Box this lap.
Especially on the single screen.
Oh yeah.
Alright,
I
catch you later.
See you, mate.
I remember Monaco in the Formula Challenge car, and there was like I mean, I was a lot slower than the others anyway, because it's a Formula car at Monaco, and I was driving with people that actually drive Formula cars at Monaco. So, you know, but like they gained like a solid 4 or 5 tenths through the hairpin because they just slid it in. They locked the rears and then just slid through it. It was actually insane.
Yeah, all about that rotation, mate. Whereas this is more about smoothness, I'd say. Being able to maintain that mid-corner speed, like you said.
Yeah, but like I feel this car has a very weird way of understeering. I don't know if that's like the
2 litres remaining.
it never just understeers. It always 4-wheel slides. I mean, except at the final corner at Portimao, but that's just because every car does that.
I think as well, it's quite throttle dependent, so when you get on the power, obviously it lifts the front of the car off the ground a bit. You get less, you know, less steering force. Even though it's a rear-wheel drive, it kinda has a front-wheel drive characteristic to it a bit, maybe?
Yeah, what I think it is, it's like either softness or preload, like power coast diff settings. I think you could probably fix it with a setup, or at least make it better, but...
Yeah, because the diff's open in these cars and you can't change it.
Yeah, then it's just weight transfer.
Yeah.
I've driven a GTE that acted like this and just stiffened it up and it was absolutely fine.
Yeah, I mean, I did consider making it open setup, but it's kind of like, I don't know, it becomes more of an engineering championship than a driving championship. Then it's like, you know, anyone who can like nail the setup's gonna do well. And I don't think it's fair for. I mean, it's fair obviously for those who've got the time to do it, but I know that there's a lot of people who don't have the, you know, the technical mind or the time to be tweaking setups and stuff, you know.
Yeah, I think this also adds to like the Brit car feel. Like not to disvalue the work that goes into Brit car, but it feels like a national championship because it is. And in a way, this makes it feel like that as well.
Yeah, it's like George says in chat as well. It just makes it a bit more accessible, you know. Yeah, I'm definitely going to run out of fuel there. Okay, well, I think that's me done as well in terms of laps. I've got my fuel numbers here. Let me just double check.
Ooh. You're gonna need to tell me my strategy because, you know.
Okay, well, let's work it out now, shall we?
Oh yeah, no issues. If you could share your screen because I don't have stream open at the moment.
That's right, I'm just going to get the calculator up at the moment. So, we've got 45 minutes in the race, times by 60 seconds, which gives us 2,700 seconds. I reckon, to be safe, let's say we're doing laps, because we're going to have Matt Webb in here. He's going to be doing 103 lows, I reckon. As you know, he's pretty quick, so 2,700 divided by 1 minute 3 is 63. So I reckon we're going to get 43 laps out of a 45-minute race. 43 times 2.85. I'm going to go 2.9 just to be safe. So 43 times 2.9 is 125 litres, basically. So let's work out how much we need to put in the tank and then how much we need to fix, you know? So the tank takes 92. So if we then basically look at 125 take away 92, that's 33 litres at the stop. But then 33 divided by 2.9 gives you 11.3 laps. So it's like you're basically wasting time because you're gonna have like a third of a lap there. So 92 divided by 2.9, sorry, is 31.7 laps. So if you can get your fuel numbers down to... Oh, hang on a sec. Am I working this out right? So I've just lost my train of thought there. I was going to try and divide... let's have a look. 92 divided by 2.9. No, sorry. 92 divided by 32. So 92 divided by 32. Hang on. If you can get your fuel use down to 2.87 a lap instead of 2.9, then you can stretch the full lap out of that tank. Which means that you can put your 33 in and definitely make it to the end. Whereas if you run above 2.87 litres a lap, then you're going to be a lap short, because you know you're going to have like half a lap's worth of fuel and you're going to have to stop a lap early basically. I'm just going to... Let's have a look. So 33 litres. Let's try this. Let's say 35 just to be safe. I'm just going to go out on track and I'm going to see exactly how long it takes to put that 33 litres in.
Are you
Exit's clear. We've got cold
driving
brakes all
on
round.
the monitor in VR?
Tyres. We need to get
Yes.
some heat into them.
Okay, so to put 35 litres worth of fuel in, it's going to take 9 seconds stationary. If you split it half and half in the race, what is it? It was 127, wasn't it, I think? So what's 127 halved is 60, say 65. Now to put 65 in, that's going to take you 15 seconds.
Maybe don't do this on the racing line.
That's a very good idea.
I don't think the other person is driving, but just in general.
That's very, very not good. Very not good. Okay, so it's to take 65 litres of fuel is 15 seconds. And to take 35 is 9. So basically, it's going to cost you 6 seconds more stationary if you half and half the race. Can you save 6 seconds by starting on a 60 litre tank instead of a 90 litre tank?
Yeah, and you only save before the stop, because after the stop everybody's in the same boat.
Yeah, exactly.
Except for like tyre wear maybe, but...
Yeah, but no one's really going to change tyres, because if you add tyres in, tyres takes you...
No, I mean that if you're on the lighter tank, you are better on your tyres in general.
Yeah, true. So yeah, if you put tyres on, that's 38 seconds stationary, as opposed to 9 seconds stationary. So there's no point taking tyres, you're never going to make up that time in the race. You might as well just do them for the 45 minutes. But I personally think it's not worth splitting the race half and half, because the time that you lose in the stop, you're not going to make it up on the first. You're not going to gain 6 seconds over the course of, say, 20 laps. I just don't think that's possible. It could be good to defend with. It could give you track position, though. I don't know. I guess there's one way to find out. Let's see if people do that in the race and see who it works for, I guess. What do you reckon, Yelly? What would you do?
I always just tank it, makes it easier. Gives you more strategy options.
Yeah, because then you can kind of pit whenever you want. As long as you drop, say, 30, as long as you drop below 60 litres in the tank, you can then stop whenever you want. You don't have to run it dry, so you can, you can pit and avoid some traffic if you want. But obviously, it means you're going to be running with a heavier car for most of the race. I don't know. It's fascinating. I guess we'll find out. And this is just the Praga. Maybe the Audi will need to change its tyres, because they burn through the tyres a lot easier. I don't know. It's
me. Who knows? You know what we're now doing though?
Sorry?
You know what we're doing now though?
Yeah, we know what we're doing. We got some fuel numbers, we got some tyre numbers. I feel confident.
You know what you would call this?
What would I call this?
Talking pins.
Talking pins. This is the pre-episode of the podcast. Oh, the message from Matt Webb in chat, be home in 10 minutes. Oh, I think he's going to miss us, actually. It's 11:15 here, so I might have to wrap the stream up and then head off, I think.
I might take a break. I was supposed to do Daytona practice, but I didn't.
I'm a bad influence, I'm sorry, Yellow.
No, it's alright. More than enough time today.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'll wrap up the stream. If your stolen voice comes in about 5 minutes, I'll catch you then. If not, I'll catch you when I catch you.
See you in a bit.
See you, Yellow. And that is bin car practice. So, thank you for hanging out, guys. Like I said, something a little bit different today. We didn't do any racing, we didn't do any competitive action, we just logged laps, got some numbers. I've got it all recorded on my stream now as well. So I think I'm ready for the race. I don't think I'll get a chance to practice tomorrow, so the next time I drive might actually be in the race itself. But hey, I know what I'm doing in terms of strats, and I know what I'm doing in terms of where to turn in, where to brake, and I kind of got an idea of where the traffic pinch points are going to be. It would have been nice to get some Audis in this session, but you can't always get what you want. So, on that note, thank you for watching. Thank you for turning up for the impromptu stream. Love it. I should probably do this more often, or maybe I should do it on Twitch, because Twitch is more of a casual thing. I didn't get that beer. Maybe it's time to go and get that beer. Anyway, you look after yourselves, and just remember, it's not too late to sign up if you haven't done already. Link in the description, ddf.justrace.net. If you like the look of what you saw and you want to give it a go, sign up for the championship. It's not going to cost you anything. And, oh, actually, no. I was going to say, it's not going to cost you anything, but there are prizes available. Yes, there are physical trophies available, which you've seen on the Discord so far. RaceRoom will be giving me some some giveaway codes to give away during the course of the season. Now, I'm not sure whether they're going to give me VRP codes to give away throughout each bin car race, or whether they're going to give me the combos for the next round. So say we do the Donington race, I'm going to have some codes for Zolder, which is round 2, and a Praga and a Mazda and an Audi. So one of each car and the circuit. So if you like the look of what you see, then you can take part in the next round. I'm not sure what they're going to do yet, but there is one more thing. Now, Sticky's not here in chat, but I'm going to have to send him a link to this later because he would love to see this. Just bear with me 1 second. Mr. Sticky has, let me put it on full cam actually, Mr. Sticky has got in touch with his contacts at Castrol, and he has managed to score us some Castrol freebie merch. Now, I'm not sure whether these are going to be prizes, like for, I don't know, most overtakes of the season, like most positions gained. I don't know whether they're going to be for driver of the day, you know, runner-up prizes. I don't know how these are going to work. I don't know how I'm going to actually distribute these amongst the community. But Mr. Sticky has very kindly got in contact with his Castrol people, and we have some actual Castrol merch to give away. We've got some hats, which you can see right here. We've got some Castrol Edge hats, which are awesome. We've got a stack of other hats as well. So we've got Castrol Edge, we've got Castrol Magnatech hats as well. Check that out, how cool is that? So, and there's a few of them, I think there's like 10 in here. So that's awesome. We've got Castrol drinks bottles, Renault Sport Formula 1 team. Castrol Edge, so it's not exactly modern day merch, but if you want some retro some retro Castrol Formula 1 merch, it's got some of these to give away as well. I'm going to be having one of these from now on because I should always drink more water on stream. Is that something in there? What's that got in there? That piece of paper. Oh, it's a piece of paper. What's this? Oh, it's basically instructions on how to wash it and clean it. It doesn't smell too metallic-y, which is always a nice thing in a drinks bottle. So we got those. We also, because of course it wouldn't be Castrol if we didn't have these. Like there's stacks of drinks bottles in there as well. So we're not going to get, we're not going to get thirsty anytime soon. And because it's Castrol, it wouldn't be Castrol without an absolute ton of these stickers. So I guess this is now officially the DDF Racer Castrol Bincar Championship. Thank you, Sticky, for getting in contact with your Castrol contact. Oh, they're counting on me to bottle it. Ha ha ha, nice one, Mushel. Nice one. But no, this is great. So, like I said, I'm not sure how this is going to work in terms of giveaways for the championship. If they're prizes, if they're giveaways, what it's going to, how this is going to work. But like I said, there's lots on offer. So keep an eye out for that, guys. And again, thank you massively to Castrol. I'll send you a link to this sticky so you don't miss it. But he's an absolute legend. So we've got RaceRoom giveaway prizes. We've got Castrol giveaway prizes. We've got actual physical trophies as well. Man, this championship is getting out of hand. It really is. Okay, now I'm going to go. Thank you for watching, everybody. If I don't see you before on Discord, link in the description, then I will catch you in a couple of days for round 1. Race 1 and Race 2 of the Bincar Championship at Donington. You're all legends. Thanks, guys. See you soon. Oh, now that would be something indeed, George. Amazing.
Straight back to the end, to start again.
Right.